Wonderful. And Roger.
Thank you. Yeah, it's me, your maybe headliner. What fun. Sorry I missed my... Oh, they're not here. I've missed a lot of shows lately. It's been difficult, and I'm at a hard point in my life because I feel both professionally and personally I've gotten as good as comedy as I can, and I don't want people to see me fail and get worse. And what's the point of doing comedy if you're at your creative peak, your professional peak? You might as well go to what? Also, I bought a PlayStation. I haven't opened it yet, but it made me play my PlayStation 3, which is, I don't know how to. The difference between PlayStation is better than comedy. I'm like, I could, because you can do comedy every day, but you can also play PlayStation every day, and you don't have to leave, and you win at the end of a PlayStation game. PlayStation doesn't make you go to Grand Prairie. A lot less travel time, unless you're playing Grand Theft Auto, and then you can just be like me, drive around, listening to the radio, obeying all the traffic signals. That's how Grand Theft Auto, I borrowed it. Can it be grand, lease with the option to own later? I feel bad as an old man often. Sometimes in front of the young people, I fear it's very important to let you know that I've had sex before. For old people, it's very important that young people know they've had sex, which is funny because it's the last thing young people want to know from them. The thing we most want to say is the thing they least want to hear. That might have been wise, unintentionally. Write that down, everyone. That's a lesson from the widow Broderick. I planned to move around the stage, but I got bread in my hand. And I really want to take a bite, but I realized how long I'd be chewing for. And I have a lot of faith in you, but I don't think you'll laugh that long. Stop being old. I got glasses now. Look at this. And this is a triumph. I mean, I feel bad needing them, but I'm glad I have them because my dad wouldn't let me get glasses when I was a kid because he didn't want my eyes to get soft. I'm sorry. I was talking about my bitterness, and I think I was feeling bad about myself. I was thinking, the young people have shoved me aside, not shoved me aside, but it's like everyone wants to see young people do comedy. And then I looked around and realized the most famous people in the world are all my age or older. The politicians are in their 70s. Elon Musk is my age. Tom Cruise is 60. And so now I feel bad for the young people, so I guess I owe you an apology, young folks, on behalf of James Ross, Sean, and myself. It was the OG3 here at the Moon. It's quite the open. The reason there's no people here is because everyone else has died. It's 2012 all over again. Oh. I'm sorry, young people. On behalf of all the old people and the young people, I apologize for the Cadillac Ranch. You shouldn't have had to do that as kids. Well, Nick did. Nick learned to kill people. Nick learned to murder. You think my life would turn out different if I learned to murder? That would be something. I mean, I don't want to do it, but it's nice to have the option. It's like a degree. It's nice to have something to fall back on in case times get tough. I can kill and eat this guy. What a shame. What a shame. I don't understand young people. I think this is the joke I wanted to end on or finish. What you guys were making racist, you were talking about black. Well, I don't talk about not being racist or black. If I see a black lady carrying packages, I hand her the stuff I'm carrying too. Yeah. Hey, I don't need to use. I never use lube anymore because I'm a widower. Also, my balls are really sweaty. See, they don't want to hear about it. They hang low, too, so they leave a little trail like a snail on the floor. I'm sorry, See, my generation, as kids, we liked Spider-Man, and now we decide to make every movie a Spider-Man movie. We should not have been allowed to be in charge. I think about aging a lot now. Well, not aging, but just as you get older, you get perspective. There are not enough women folk here to really know if this joke is funny, but a lot of the women folk now are looking for wanting to be trad wives. Have you all heard of trad wives? That's where I ask a question to keep you engaged. I think it's a hack move, but whatever. What do I know? That was another rhetorical question. These trad wives, and it's crazy because they call themselves trad wives. My dad just called them a wife. Because that's what they want to do. They just want to make food for the men and have babies and just stay at home. My mom would be horrified. She did not like that. And my generation of ladies, my peers, they looked at my mom's generation and said, no way, we're not going to do that. We're not going to be wives. We're going to have sex with whoever we want and make our own money. And I don't know how it was for them, but I really like how that worked out, to be perfectly frank. I had a lot of good years. But it makes me feel sad that now the next generation of women are like, we don't like that. We're rebelling. We want to be like grandma who was bored and on Valium, beaten a lot. No, you don't want to be that. Also, and I don't mean to be too intellectual and pedantic, but God, that bread is just, don't let me forget my bread. In order to be a trad wife, you got to have a trad husband. And the problem is there aren't too many of those anymore. A lot of the trad jobs have been taken away, and a lot of the ones that are left are being done by other women. Women are in sales and lawyers and stuff like that. They're outdoing us, which is great unless you're a trad wife trying to get married. That's unfortunate. I guess you could buy one of those lesbians I've heard tell about. And by heard tell about, dated many who did not realize they were lesbians. I was like a starter dick, I guess. They were like, well, you're close to a woman. You whine like a bitch and moan like one. Janessa's like, you can obviously tell time like one. 5 minutes was a long time ago. I just think it blows my mind, folks, that lady on the phone, person over there, that, like The Handmaid's Tale, that came out when I was a boy, and that was like a dystopian, almost like a horror novel. And now, my mom's horror novel is the next generation's sexual fantasy. They're like, oh no, don't make some powerful man make all my decisions and breed me. That would be awful. Thank you, Janessa. I'm going to look for my thing. See, the light hasn't gone yet, so I feel like I should keep going. But is Mo still here? I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh my God.
No, I just.
Pardon me?
What have you done?
No, I'm sorry. I'm bad. I didn't.
Don't feel. Oh, there. Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, so on that, I'm sorry for making you feel bad for yourself, Janessa. I'm really happy you're hosting, and I'm really happy and excited for your spooky person show next week. And we're all going to have lots of fun. One more comic, everybody. Keep your chin up. These are the best days of our lives.